And I like how you're at least 18 years old.
Actually,
I like how you're at least 18 years old.
Down bad behavior. The act of sacrificing your morals and reputation to try and interact with someone romantic. Look, we've all been there. I don't even want you to say that you haven't, because I know your ass is lying. All I gotta do is check your internet history, pull up your Twitter bookmarks, and take a gander at your Reddit search bar. You D1 gooner. Now, we've all witnessed or personally experienced the sheer desperation people sink to in the name of coochie. Oh yeah, there's levels to this shit, and it only gets worse. And by the end, it's downright tragic. Now, the beginning of any down bad behavior isn't really demoralizing to one's soul. It's more or less just annoying and corny. Let's say you're chilling with one of your homeboys and you know the two of you are having a really fun and romantical evening. The two of you hopped on the game, you're wiping duos left and right, you're just getting dub after dub throughout the night. Bars. You're glazing his skills and he's glazing you. I mean, it's getting hot and steamy in that voice chat talking about, oh dude, you're so cracked at this game. Bro, you gotta teach me your ways. If I was there right now, I'd totally suck your. Anyways, as the glazing continues, a girl decides to join the party. Totally realistic situation, I know. She's like,
Hey guys.
hey, what's up girl, how you— Man, get your ugly ass out of here. You'll get 0 hoes, my guy. Huh? Hey bro, remember that time you shit yourself in class? Shit was mad weird, my guy. Bro, why are you on my head? What happened to all that seductive glazing you were on like 10 minutes ago? It's like a switch flipped inside of this man's head as soon as he heard the voice of a female. You know that friendship for the rest of the night? You can just throw it out the window. By roasting you, he thinks he can impress this girl by showcasing his humor and dominance, I guess, to the fine shit. That shit is just mad corny, my guy. If you really think exposing my lame ass is gonna get you anywhere and get you some coochie, you are severely mistaken, my guy. To everyone watching out there, please do not be the down bad friend who roasts their own friend in order to spit game and impress the huzz. Not only is she gonna think you're an absolute loser, but you're just hurting my feelings, man.
I'm like, what do you say fuck me for?
But sometimes, down bad behavior isn't just about roasting your friends. It can also be when you ignore every single red flag and get lost in the friend zone. This sort of down bad behavior, it's just depressing to see, man. Almost as depressing as when you don't hit that like button. But for real though, don't be that guy who just gets absolutely denied left and right, all to just say, oh, she's just playing hard to get. She totally wants me. Oh, she wants you alright. She wants you to leave her ass alone. Now, unfortunately, I had to witness this behavior from one of my closest friends back in high school. For the sake of protecting my mans, we're just gonna name him Johnny. Now, Johnny was obsessed with this one girl for the longest time. He was so down bad for this girl, I thought he might have had a lock of her hair somewhere in his room. Now, I will say this girl was decently popular and pretty, and with all of our statuses teetering around the middle of the popularity scale, this man basically stood 0 chance of ever getting with her. And on top of that, she had already friend-zoned this dude a couple times in the past, but I'm telling you, this guy was so relentless, he would stop at nothing to get some coochie from this girl. Which, you know, you gotta respect a little. I respect it. You know, game is game. You know, you miss every shot you don't take. The sky's the limit. But at some point, you just gotta let it go. I know there were plenty of ladies out there more than willing to give my boy a shot. Cause you know, my man was a little cutie patootie. Plus, this chick was always giving me mad thought energy. And I'm telling you, my thought radar is never wrong. Never. You know that intro from Child's Play by Drake?
Breaking news, my niggas. If your girlfriend has went to any season opener basketball game, best believe she's fucking some niggas on that team.
That was this bitch right here. I'm telling you. Nevertheless, Johnny did not care. His pursuit could go on for sextillions of years and he would still be trying to tap that bitch. But then, the unexpected happened. He actually bagged her ass. He pulled through.
Anything's possible! We did it!
This goes to show, dreams do exist, kids. Never give up. Then she dumped him a few months later. Yeah, you heard that right. One morning before class, she just randomly decided to hit him with the, yeah, this isn't working anymore. And then she just left and never spoke to my boy Johnny again. What? No explanation, nothing. Nothing! She just dumped his ass and went about her day. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. But get this, that wasn't even the worst part about it all. A week later, she was already with another guy. I knew it, man. My thought radar is never wrong. To this day. But hey, at the very least, there's one valuable lesson we can all learn from this. I'd like to take a quote from the great Gandhi himself. He once said, "Still beat though." Speaking of beating things, wait. This next behavior is so criminally down bad. If I ever caught one of my homeboys doing this shit, I'm personally whooping their ass. Because you want to know what really grinds my gears? Donating your own personal hard-earned money to E-Thoughts and Corn Stars. How down bad do you gotta be to open up your wallet, take out your credit card, type in the number, and still want to give your money to these talentless thoughts? I don't know if you realize, but there's corn out there that's free. Mind-breaking, I know. I mean, you don't even have to look far to find it to begin with. You could search up cute puppies on TikTok, and I guarantee one of the suggested videos would probably be a girl shaking her ass to the world. There's infinite options out there, and the route you want to go down is donating money to some thought that doesn't even know who you are. You really want to spend your last few dollars on some virtual coochie? My brother in Christ, you need help. The same thing goes for donating money to any female streamers as well. I mean, donating money to streamers who are already millionaires to begin with is the most pointless act ever. But donating to these female streamers, these hot tub thoughts, realistically, what is your $10 going to do? They might acknowledge you for 5 seconds, maybe say your name. That's about it. I can get the same thing from my local Chick-fil-A. Plus, I'm eating good under God's house. I'm staying blessed. You've got devilish temptations, my brother. We must expel these demons. The power of Christ must compel you. Now, all this talk about down bad behavior has provided us with some good chuckles, you know? I enjoy watching people simp, take L's, and do anything for a crumb of attention, but sometimes it gets too real. Like, dangerously real. There's a point where being down bad, it stops becoming a joke, and it really starts warping people's entire perceptions of reality when they stop seeing women as people and start treating life like a bad corn script. These people are so far lost in the Matrix, I don't even think my boy Neo can save them. So this takes us to one of the, wildest and I would say saddest down bad behavior moments in recent history. The Goonacide. Real quick, let's get a moment of silence for our Goonatar. In the arms of the angels. Alright chat, now lock in. Back in January, a man drove up to a coffee shop known as Bikini Beans Coffee. If you didn't realize from the name, the workers here wear bikinis when serving coffee to their caffeine-deprived incel customers. Now let me be clear, there's nothing wrong with going to one of these places, whether it's the coffee or the titties. I'm sure one of these options would be plenty to help a brother get through the day. But the man we're talking about here, let's just say he thought he was in a real-life corn video. My man pulled up to the drive-thru, fully exposed, no pants, no nothing. Now I fully agree that this kind of behavior is very unacceptable and it's just down bad horrendous. These are new lows that I have never seen, but I think we can also say that this guy probably wasn't in the right headspace to begin with, because sadly, not long after this incident, this guy took his own life. And I promise I'm not trying to joke about his death or anything. It can be easy to laugh at this down bad behavior, but for some people, this is all they have. It stops becoming a joke when gooning is the only thing these people have, which is really sad to see. Seriously, if you're struggling, do not ever let it get to this point. Life is too damn short to be lost. You're a glorious king, my guy. Hit up a friend. Hit up a hotline. Even hit up me if you want to. Or if you want to talk to that random guy on the corner selling you fake CDs, go right ahead. Just don't let this shit consume you, my guy. I want everyone to know just how dangerous and mind-consuming corn can be on society as a whole. Corn promotes unrealistic situations when it comes to, sexy time and life in general. And it can push people to lose their grip on reality. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but your stepsister is not gonna tickle your pickle, unless you're in Sweet Home Alabama. But my point remains that we've gotten to a point in society to where people are having trouble telling the difference between what's real and what isn't. We all need to do ourselves a favor and do a deep cleansing of our brains and just go outside every now and then. You don't need to belittle others or, donate money to streamers and corn stars to feel like you're worth something. You're already Himothy, my guy. Continue being yourself. Cherish the people around you. Chase that motherfucking bag. When money comes, the bitches come. Moral of the story, stop being down bad. Drink your milk. Touch some grass. And please, for the love of God, close that Reddit tab. Now subscribe and watch the next video on the screen right here to see some more diabolical behavior.